I'm Heather Allan. I am an owner of Bright Aesthetics and Body Wellness in New Hampshire. We have 2 locations. We started about 6 years ago, and I'm actually going to talk a lot about my journey tomorrow in a different speech, but today I'm going to talk a little bit about pre-May and how to leverage your business with the most sought-after facial technologies. Okay, so imagine this. You come to Beauty Boss to learn all the things, to meet all the people, and you decide to get a pre-May because all of our beautiful clinical trainers are doing treatments, and you fall in love. And you're like, I need this in my med spa. I need this. So signed, sealed, delivered. You get one. And now, what do we do? Oh no. We do a dance. Okay, so now what do you do? And how do you sell it? And how do you really integrate it into your practice? So I had a similar situation happen. I actually owned a hydrofacial device at the time before the pre-May was born. And I decided to open a second location, got another hydrofacial, and then the pre-May came around. And one of the trainers actually one of the sales reps came in and did a training in my office and left the device for a few days. Dangerous, right? So I got a treatment myself. I actually treated a lot of my staff. I don't know why I keep doing that. So I decided that day that I needed one of these because the clients that I was treating were coming back. These were diehard hydrofacial clients were coming back and saying, what did you do? What was that? You need one. Is it yours? Did you buy it? I mean, these were real questions I was getting. And so I was just absolutely excited to bring it on. And then I kind of freaked out a little. I said, okay, now I have both treatments. What do I do? And it was a scary time, but the transition was actually so smooth, and it was so much smoother than I thought it would be. And this is why. The pre-May sells itself. You guys will know this if you've got a treatment. It truly sells itself. The glow that you get after you get a pre-May treatment is unlike any other. And why? It's customizable. So we're literally treating your needs. And it's just such a nice way to be able to target everybody's different depths and allow you to treat their concerns. Like, so they come in, they have laxity, we can treat that. They have dry skin, we can treat that. And we can treat that, and we can knock it out of the park so that they get these long-lasting results. I decided to bring it on even before I knew about consumable cost. The consumable cost is so wonderful. It was such a breath of fresh air when I found out the consumable cost of the pre-May, having other devices. Having these other devices, I've doubled my revenue bringing on the pre-May. I've transitioned almost all of my hydrofacial clients to pre-May clients now. And they're getting really long-lasting results. This isn't something that they're just doing and getting a nice glow to their skin. They're truly getting a full treatment. Now, this is the other thing that I believe, Aaliyah, you talked about the gateway, having it be a gateway. It truly is a gateway. I've sold so many packages from somebody coming in asking, do you have facial treatment? What are all these different treatments that people are doing out there? I see them on your Instagram, I see them on your Facebook. What are they? And they come in, they have a treatment. That turns then into a body contouring consultation because they're on my table. So we're going to talk all about all the other things that they're doing. And they're fully purchasing big packages and wonderful treatments just because they came in and were asking about these facial treatments. So it's very, very important that you have something like this in your office. And you really want to look at the consumable costs when you're purchasing because it makes a big difference. Truly, I have been able to double my revenue in facial treatments just bringing on this device. Okay, so now let's start back. So you just purchased a pre-made dermafacial device and you're scared and you're like, what now? What am I gonna do? People buy solutions to problems and people buy feelings. Somebody told me this one day and I truly believe it, and it has really simplified sales for me because these are the two things that people these are the reasons that people are gonna purchase. So first, people buy solutions. The pre-made knocks us out of the park, right? We have a solution for almost every skincare issue. And people buy feelings. They leave glowing. They look at their skin for the next few weeks and they are glowing, they're tighter, they're seeing a real big difference in their skin. So this is an easy thing to sell because of that, which really helps transition into buying this and implementing it into your practice. Okay, so these are just some tips and tricks that I've used to successfully position the pre-made into my practice. First of all, I do consultations with the clients before the service. I really think that's important, even if it's a quick consultation with them on the bed when you're doing a skin analysis of them. I think it's very important to really make sure that you're addressing their skincare concerns and not necessarily just what you see. I don't like to sell treatments to clients, I just like to educate them, probably from my background, my clinical background, but I feel like clients respond much better to educating them rather than selling them necessarily or having those sales-like techniques. So because of that, you really need to educate yourself and your staff on each modality, the science behind it, be well-versed. Super important to be able to sell these. Be a true believer. If you get a treatment, you're a believer. But if you don't get a treatment, you may not be, right? So get them yourselves, give them to staff, make sure everyone's on board and everybody loves these treatments. And then again, they're very easy to sell. So their question to you is, does this really work, right? That's always gonna be their question. It's our job to provide that proof that it does work. And some of the ways that you can do that, definitely social media. Talk a lot about what you're actually doing on social media. Show videos, make them want that experience, make them want to experience that experience. And then also something I love is to find your local ambassadors. So one of my local ambassadors is actually on one of these posters. She's my hairdresser. So she actually, when she sends me a client that spends over a certain amount of money, I give her a pre-made treatment. She does a video on it, and we both win, right? So that's one of the ways that I've really been able to implement this into my practice. The second way, I guess all of us are talking about memberships, but pre-made just fits so perfectly into memberships. It's so easy to be able to talk about the different ways to upgrade to different treatments if you have a membership. So my membership is called Bright Skin. I have 3 tiers. We have just the regular Bright Skin membership, the Deluxe, and the Platinum. They can also upgrade from one of these for a specific price. I do a discount on Botox if they've had these, and it all depends on which one, and then also on product. And so it just keeps them in-house, it keeps them there. People love the memberships. They come in monthly, they're focusing on themselves and self-care, and they really, really enjoy it. So if you're not doing memberships, I think if you can get one thing from this, I think this is very important. And you can implement other things. So they can do other treatments. They can do a dermafuse and a microderm in my office for this. We can switch them all out. So if you want to know a little bit more about the way I do memberships, please come up and talk to me. I'll definitely talk about them with you. But again, if you're not doing memberships, think about it. Thank you.